Okay, this is a disclaimer. Before the video gets started, I have plans at the time of editing to redo Xenoblade Chronicles 1. The reason for this? Honestly, I could play a clip show, but there are way too many clips. Look, I spoiled several things during that playthrough. It is one of my biggest regrets. I didn't explain the battle system properly to the point where when I was rewatching it, even I didn't understand what I was saying. Several things got wrong. I got lazy towards the end. And I don't think it was a pleasurable experience. With that being said, that will not come until after Xenoblade 2 has concluded. In between editing, not recording, I am doing research to actually be correct this time. The battle system isn't confusing, but 100%ing it is. And I want to give what is the definitive Xenoblade experience. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I hope you enjoy the video. And it starts with the outro of my first Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected stream, I believe. So, yeah, there's going to be a cut. Enjoy the video. And I hope you look forward to that. I don't know when it's coming out. Sometime after I wrap up Torna. See ya.
How many times have I told you, you do not go there alone?
But I really needed that material.
Doesn't matter. Why did you disobey me? If something happened to you, we would lose everything.
Tyrea?
Melia?
Huh? Wait a second. You know Melia, big sis?
Tyrea's your big sis.
Right. That explains how you came to the capital just in time to save Tielan's skin.
Sorry.
Sorry for the trouble. Truly. Although I am glad you were there.
Yeah, you really helped me out, Shulk, Miss Melia. And you too, Kino, Nene.
Tyrea, I didn't expect to see you here, helping Tielan with his research.
Yes, well,
Tyrea, she's changed.
Tielan, I'm going outside for a bit to get some air.
Got it. I didn't know you all knew Big Sis Tyrea. How'd you meet each other?
Well, that's because Tyrea and I share an older brother.
Huh? Does that mean you and her are sisters then?
Sisters? No. It's rather more complicated. But sisters we are not.
Well, still, that means you know her from way back. What was she like? I've only known her here, in this place, so I gotta wonder how she was before.
She was... She was strong, both in body and in her conviction for doing what she thought was right.
Wow! Pretty much the same as how she is now then. When it comes to our research, she's even more committed than I am.
So she has not forgotten her mother.
Where did you and Tyrea meet?
It was when she saved me from the Fog King.
On a trip to Alchemoth, like today.
What? No, no, no. At the time, everyone was still living there.
Before the Fog King showed up.
Yeah, and then, after we all escaped, I was kind of on my own. So Tyrea brought me here for safety.
One moment. Teelan, was your father not still around?
My father... My father was killed by the Fog King.
Is that so? I'm sorry.
Tyrion just like Kino. Brave little pun.
I think I'll get some air too.
Go ahead. I've still got things to ask Teelan, so I'll stay with him.
Good, thank you. Shan't be long.
Miss Melly, Kino go too. Kino, please read room.
Tyrea,
Of all the people to meet out here,
how did you...
pure chance. After everything, I wandered aimlessly looking for somewhere to die. Then, at some point, I landed here.
So then, you were here all along?
That's right. And so, when the capital fell here, I thought Mother had finally granted me my boon.
But it was full of Telethia, and survivors cast adrift. Not to mention this Fog King.
Yes, he'd be the one to end it. Or so I thought. Until fate had me save Teelan, and death ceased to be an option.
Your mother, she did not grant you a dying place. She gave you our future by crossing your path with Teelan's.
My helping with Teelan's research is a simple matter of give and take.
If you really believed that, you would not have treated him half so warmly. I can tell that when you look at Teelan, you see family. Even if it was once transactional, his research concerns the future of our race. That fact remains.
The future of the High Entia, huh? And what about you?
Me?
You must have heard. Our brethren in this land are suffering.
Yes.
You are the Imperial successor. The Crown Princess, war or no war. No. Empress now. What will you do about the future of our race?
I have not planned that far ahead. However, I know enough to realize what I must do, right now.
I hope to see it. This future you will build for us. And when I do, I hope I'll be able to accept what I now am.
Empress Melia, so you are ready to lead us after all. It shall be my privilege to clear the stones from your path.
Miss Melly, you here?
Did you learn anything from Teelan?
A little. He said that for all the details, we ought to talk to Radzum in Grandel.
Meeting should be no problem. Teelan say he sent word to guard the Grandel ramparts to let friends through.
Before we visit this Radzum, I have something I wish to discuss with you all.
What is matter now?
The High Entia who live here now have lost all hope for the future. I have a duty. As the Imperial successor, I must safeguard their future. This will sound selfish, I know, but will you stand with me?
Of course I will, Malia.
Kino too. And also Nene.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. Right. Off to Grandel we go.
Yes, Fawful, it should work like that, but I'm forgiving. I'm a very forgiving person. Anyway, that'll be it for this stream in terms of content. But let me give a little bit of explanation. Tyrea is also from the main game. She's the more recognizable of the two. Tyrea was the masked Hyentia that tried to murder Melia in the Hyentia tomb. She also had a side quest that I did complete in the bonus stream. Hence the name Tyrea's Peace. Truth be told, I completely forgot Teelan was in the game, so that's why Teelan's side quest didn't get done. So yeah. If you've watched that bonus stream, you know all the context, but I'm gonna give you some extra context. She asked us to kill her mother, who had transformed into a Telethia. She then flew away into the distance. So, obligatory spoiler warning for those that are tuning in, thinking I'm playing Ni no Kuni. No, you're wrong. You're just wrong. This is Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. You must know the story of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 to understand what the heck is going on in this stream. But if you've taken that step, welcome to the stream. This stream is for you. If you have not taken that step, this stream is not for you. Avoid spoilers. Leave. This is your obligatory spoiler warning. Like, I'm giving you an easy out. Alright. Hello, everyone. Why is it nighttime? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. Last time, we arrived on the Bionis shoulder and learned of a monster known as the Fog King, whom our weapons seem to have no effect on. This time, we're going to go onward to Grandel as we try to come up with some sort of plan. Also, we met Tyrea again. And surprisingly, she didn't try to kill Melia. Now that's a shocker. A little bit of a rephrasing, since I think some people might have missed it. Tyrea and Teelan are both from the base game. Tyrea may have been a main character, Teelan wasn't. Specifically, in a side quest that unlocks after Makana's core. And that was one of the quests we did not do because I did not know it was a thing until I did minor research for this game. Let's get going. Alright. We have a quiet moment here, which I do know which quiet moment this is, so let me preemptively get Melia out. Family relations. Let's get that cutscene viewer up, and let's hear this.
Miss Tyrea seem like difficult sort of person to deal with.
Difficult, huh? Maybe so, but she's still far more mellow than before.
Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea know each other from where?
Well, it's a little complicated to explain.
Complicated how?
I'm just not quite sure where to begin. For one, Tyrea and I had never met until 1 year ago.
Houses too far apart, or...?
I was not allowed to venture outside. Moreover, I never even knew of her existence. She, on the other hand, seemed to know about me. We never met because work had been busy.
But how Miss Melia never know her? If sisters, then of course she'd know.
That's true. How can I explain this? Tyrea and I have separate parents. Different fathers and different mothers, both.
Meme! In same boat as Nene and Kino, then!
Just like you and Kino, Tyrea and I are not related by blood. But we had a half-brother with whom we shared a parent each.
Half-brother?
No parents in common, but a brother we are both related to. Therefore, Tyrea and I are not exactly complete strangers.
Meh! Brain of Nene's starting to melt!
I'm sorry. I did say it's complicated.
Nene does not understand. If both have same brother, why cannot be one family together?
Our parents being different, I and Tyrea have led very different lives. We never even met, let alone behaved as a family. Neither knows how to relate to the other, and so we struggle on.
It sounds like Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea both feeling more like Kino.
How do you mean?
Kino also not taught to anyone at first. Very hidey shy.
I don't think I'd call myself or Tyrea shy, exactly.
If want to become good friends, but not know how to put in action, then it's exactly same. But as can see for self, now Nene and Kino super best of friends.
Do tell, how did you two achieve that? Would you teach me the way, please?
Answer is clear as day. Nene prescribed lots of play.
Play?
Also, sharing of yummy snacks and sleep together in same bed. If do that, become family in wink of eye.
I'm not sure I can do that with Tyrea. Seems like a lot.
Meh! Nene patience is exhaust. Miss Melia want to be sisters with Miss Tyrea or not?
Yes. I would really like that, I think.
So, now is best and only chance. No time for hemmings and hawings.
Best and only. Perhaps you're right.
Okay, then now Miss Melia go and say, "Hey, Sister Bun, come play."
Right now? I need some time to compose myself.
Oh, if Miss Melia must, but have to promise to ask soon.
Yes, I will. One day very soon.
What Melia said is absolutely true. Being that her family tree is extremely complicated. I'm going to attempt to explain it now. Expect some of this to be wrong. Alright, so Melia and Tyrea don't share a mother. However, they share a brother. How does that work? Go away. I believe... I don't even know how the tree works.
We are victorious!
Yeah, go away. As I was saying. Well, it's still recording. At least this will get caught in the VOD. For future reference, the stream just got DC'd. Okay. So how are you guys doing today? Things are pretty chaotic right now. Let me take a listen. And you know what? Maybe it's better that I just don't try to explain Melia's family tree. Just know her and Tyrea had different parents. That's all you need to know. Then I guess if anybody else is experiencing difficulties, reload the stream. Also, I don't know. So I messed up with this Melia build because I didn't fully understand her, and I know more now. Flare is kind of bad. Especially in this specific mode. And instead, I'm going to replace that with Reflection. Reflection, in the base game, was a pretty trash art. Because you had visions. Not so much in Future Connected, because that has been ripped away from you. If you see an enemy start using an art, that's when you cast Reflection. It's basically just a FU shield. Anyway, we're gonna do some side quests. Oh yeah. So, this guy or girl, I'm sorry, I can't tell the difference between genders, specifically with the high Entia. Like, if there's not an obvious tell, I can't tell. Anyway. So, this guy, his brother was a hero who secured a route out for everyone. Whenever the Fog King first took over, when the Fog King first took over Alchemoth. We just so happened to destroy the monster that killed that hero. Alright, I'm gonna search for the bangle on the high ground. I have the high ground! I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. So anyway, so basically, Blaze kinda useless. Poison and Chill are by far stronger status effects. And then I kept Summon Wind purely for... Well, screw you too. Then I just have Summon Wind for the agility buff. Well, I'm just waiting for the stream delay. Alright, time. Oh god.
Right, let's do this!
It still bugs me. Like, to this day, it still bugs me that for some reason, Melia's not good in her own side story.
We've almost got her!
Joke, actually, he's almost got you. Oh, thanks, Kino.
Good job, everyone!
Kino could have knocked that one out.
Magivy, in case you were suffering issues, I did in fact die.
Oh god! They came out of nowhere! After this, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Bye. You know what? These guys have angered me. It is time they paid the price for such a crime. Then one still got the jump on me. Oh my god. No, go away.
Make a run for it. Stay strong.
Wait, was the old text font really that bad? I don't have Ricky, so initial tension wouldn't be good. And same goes for Fiora. Like, I'm pretty sure those two are the only ones I've ever found a legitimate use for, that kind of stuff on. Also, pro tip, if you're playing this for the first time, you don't sell your topple resist gems. They are legitimately useful. Not every enemy has to, inflict break first to inflict topple.
Nice work.
That's all I'm gonna say. Oh right, you really need a break. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. Enjoy some armor.
Alright, I'm feeling it. We can definitely do this. Kino, it's okay.
Actually, you know what? No. Pawn Spectres. Let's heal me.
Pawn Spectres, heed my call.
I didn't get a single perfect, really? Oh, really? I can't imagine that being good.
Right, let's do this.
Go. I'm gonna take you out one by one.
I'm really feeling it. Pesky thing.
The combo spike isn't that powerful. So it just seems like it was just hard to play. I can imagine Xenoblade X will be getting a very much deserved redo. Wait, they're width-wise? What?
I'm feeling it.
I can't imagine. That sounds like a terrible interface. Like, they're sound type, so I can do this. And then I can attack him anyway!
Everyone, let's go!
Okay, there we go. Why is my phone vibrating so much? Excuse me? How did Kino go down? I understand Nene, but why Kino?
Don't let them get you down, Kino! You can do it!
Not feeling wonder marvelicious.
Right heel!
Hammer feet.
Hands up together! This is the Monado's power!
But why is...
This isn't going well. Alright, I'm feeling it.
Leave me alone.
We can definitely do this. This is the Monado's power.
Go, die.
Behold the power of the Monado.
Oh my god. How many times? Oh my god. Why are there so many of them?
Nene, don't worry about it. Everyone, make
See
a
ya.
run for it. Hang in there. Don't give up. Right heel.
No, let me leave. I have what I came for.
Okay.
Oh my god.
More left.
I'm not being allowed to run. Oh.
Life's not all about fighting, you know.
What? Okay, you little assholes. Shut up. I don't need casual mode. Oh my god. I couldn't run.
I see.
Yeah, we found the bangle for you. Sapling hair tie. I don't know who that's for. I want to say Melia, but it might be for Nene. What's really nice is that everyone has their own specific equipment. Oh no, it's Kino. Anything will be better than what he currently has. What did he have before? Oh, this one just has an Ether Up gem. That's still really good on him. Hello? I like how there's just one lagging behind. This guy was just lagging behind everyone. There was just one Pawn Spectre that was being like, hey, wait for me! Bop, 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 bop. Okay, so... Alright, I didn't buy any art books last time. Let's fix that.
Oh.
Now, if you buy any art for Melia, let it be summon copy. That is like her best art. And let's see, for Shulk. I guess a little bit of a heads up, I do not intend on using Shulk in the final boss. So he's going to be the one that receives the least prioritization. Because, I mean, come on, it's Melia's story. Why shouldn't Melia be the one to blow the to blow the Fog King to Kingdom Come? Anyway, let's see. Definitely Magnum Starch. That's like my favorite art for Nene / Ryan. And Feather Swing. Speaking of, I think it's time we upgrade some art. Also, if I'm gonna be honest, it's better to upgrade Shulk's Monado arts anyway. I need another level of shield. Yeah, no, Chill is just a better damage over time effect than Blaze. I don't know what else to say. That is genuinely just a fact. Alright. Wait, what was that last stream I got? But I'll definitely take the HP up. You could definitely use more HP. Oh, wait. Wait, what was I maxed? No. Too bad. Too bad. It's better than Pierce. Yes, please try not to spoil Xenoblade X. I know people are hyped about it, and that's okay. It's definitely okay to be excited. Future Skina here saying, go right ahead, spoil. And I'm going to show you why. Yeah. I already beat the game. Yep. I don't have a story mission. I done already beat the game. Level 65. Beat the final boss. At the time of editing, I have done all this. Go watch my Xenoblade X stream series. Link in the description starting in this video. Yeah. Yeah, that's all Future Skina wanted to say. But please be respectful about spoilers. The game is still pretty recent. So be mindful about spoilers. Put a big spoiler warning in front of your comment before you go ahead and spoil something about Xenoblade X. Alright. Future Skina out! You know, I couldn't contain my excitement to brothership. But try to keep it on the down low. When that LP comes out, it will be subscriber only mode, because I really do not want to be spoiled. And Mega Eevee, I will be trusting you to identify spoilers and hunt them out of existence. Why am I walking? Why am I walking when I could just skip travel? Oh, also, before I forget, instead of damage heal, because damage heal sucks, let's be perfectly honest, either defense up. Minor note that I never brought up during the main playthrough, but I did bring up in my recorded LP, because I had just learned about it while recording it. Physical defense is not that good. Yeah. So, physical defense, every 1 point is essentially 1 point taken off of damage. Ether defense, however, I believe works on a percentage scale. Do you see the problem? Those of you math nerds, you absolutely do. Also, given that all of the extremely dangerous attacks you need to watch out for are in fact Ether, it's just better to have Ether defense up. Given that you also cannot dodge Ether attacks. Like, that's just factors that can't be ignored. And you know what? Melia, your weapon is now going to increase your damage even more. I'm evil. I really am evil. Yes, it could. But then you have to consider, Mega Eevee, almost all of the attacks you'd have to watch out for, almost all of the attacks that you would get visions for in the main game are Ether. Everything else has a counter. Talent Arts, Monado Shield. Physical Arts, I can think of 3 separate ways to counter them, all with different characters. Monado Speed, Dunban, and Guard Shift with Rhine. By the way, something I never brought up in my stream series. If you want to know how to make Shulk a better healer, increase his ether. All of his arts that have that line through it use his ether stat. The problem is, with his main arts, only one of those are actually affected by ether, and that's Light Heal. But however, he has a lot of ether-based Monado arts. In fact, Buster is his only physical one. So, specifically in the epilogue, I would highly suggest prioritizing Shulk's ether over his physical attacks. That is a genuine suggestion I am giving for a physical attacker. Raise his ether.
We can definitely do this!
Ouch! Hammer beat! Are you fulfilled, darling Dump Shulk?
Yeah, I'm not quitting yet!
Yeah, no, and here's the thing. My bread and butter attack, Eater, uses his ether. In the epilogue, I find it so much better to use that than Monado Buster. It draws so much less aggro. Bleed is by far one of the best damage over time effects. And it removes all buffs if you can manage to get it off fast enough. So it's like, why wouldn't you upgrade his ether in the epilogue? When it does so much for you. Now, base game, I'm still going to say you should probably prioritize his physical attack because Buster is a damn good art, and until the end game, you'll be using it constantly. That's not an exaggeration. As Shulk in general, okay, you attacked me and then you left. As Shulk in general, your main goal in fights is to get out a Monado Buster. Because usually you're fighting the Mechon. I think this is the... Yes, okay, I really need to do this one. Pororo's favorites. Believe it or not, Pororo will actually foreshadow a actually foreshadows a later Xenoblade game. Yes, they really do. I won't go over which one because that's spoilers, but like, just keep an eye out for the dialogue from this point forward. I'm spamming the button. Red Comet! Oh, damn. Just a minor note, doing great in the button challenges, that does affect your damage. And in Xenoblade 2, you never have to do that. I'm just gonna say this. You should at least get a good in the button challenges in this game. If you can get that little white line on the outside, even better. I think we need to go this way. That's all the side quests we can really do right now. So, now's probably a good time for me to bring up. Yeah, this is absolutely going... Like, every stream is going to have story progress to some capacity. Because there's not enough side quests to occupy an entire stream in any reasonable capacity. No Armu done. I'm sorry. These quest names are just funny.
Right, let's do this.
Prepare to die. I did not. I meant to stream it, and then I was gonna topple them all.
Nice work getting in the rhythm. All right, I'm feeling it. Kino, it's okay.
How are you all doing today? I'm dead. I went too crazy in the opening. By the way, I would like to point out, in Xenoblade 3, they have added a feature to just randomly not wake up an enemy that is asleep. Can I be the first to say, why not just make the sleep status better?
Take my hand.
Like, I'm still in my practice run for Xenoblade 3, and I just came across that feature, and I'm like,
This isn't going well.
why?
Not to worry.
Why not just make the sleep status good? Why not just make it so only the next art will wake up the enemies? Maybe that would be too powerful and someone would find a way to break the game with that, but still.
Just come natural to Kino. Well,
Hold up. My dog is scratching the door because she is hearing beeping, and I'm going to go investigate said beeping. The beeping was nothing serious. I would just like to point out, I like the fact that you don't get experience from quests. That's a hot take for a lot of people. It was an air fryer. Someone's making pizza rolls. I might have some later when they're done. And we can see a structure off in the distance. So is now a good time to say that we are now halfway done with this? Yeah, it's not long. This is not a long game, like, at all. I'm just gonna say that now. This game absolutely is not that long. And so, in the first stream, I was bashing on the epilogue. So this stream, I'm not going to do that. I got all my complaints out of the way, so it's time for me to go over the positives. It's true. I don't like how they changed up the battle system. Ooh, Agarup's gonna be good. What was the last one? I got a spike gem? Screw HP up. You're getting that. Just 112 damage to the attacker. Yes. So if I were to describe the epilogue, it wasn't made for me. It was made for the old school Xenoblade Chronicles fans that just really wanted to see Xenoblade 1 again. Unfortunately, I only knew Xenoblade 1 through YouTube. Specifically through the LP of Chugga Conroy. That is the only exposure I had to Xenoblade 1 before they released the definitive edition. Because people of my generation wouldn't know this without doing research, but there were only about 100 copies made for the original Xenoblade 1. They did not think the game would sell well, and they were wrong. This is possibly one of the rarest Wii games out there. So, yes, there were barely any at all. Now, I could be having the numbers wrong. I absolutely could. If somebody has a correction to that, please tell me. Because that's what I've been saying to everyone I meet, and I would really love if I was actually correct on that, instead of just feeding them a false number. But to my knowledge, only 100 copies were made. I never got to experience this wonderful game at launch. But then the definitive edition came out, and the epilogue was disappointing. I first played it right after beating the base game. I was still on a Xenoblade high, and once I beat it, I immediately thought, well, that was shit. I'm gonna replay the base game. I didn't know the original was on Wii U. And I learned after I got rid of my Wii U. So, that was sad. Basically, it wasn't made for me. This epilogue is made for those that are hardcore fans of Xenoblade Chronicles. For those that haven't seen these characters in over, I think, 7 years. If you're one of those people, I am very glad you had fun with it. If you liked it, I'm very happy for you. Very happy that you liked Future Connected. I'm just sad I can't be one of those people. Now, my hatred of this game is not sticker star level, mind you. It's a good game. But there are parts of it that I'm not a fan of. Unlike Xenoblade 1, the base game. Also cutscene time.
Greetings. We have heard from Teelan that a man called Radzim lives within these walls.
Ah, friends of Teelan's, are you? We've been expecting you. Go on, in you get.
You're letting us straight through.
You don't look particularly concerning, is all. These walls are imposing, but they aren't here for controlling foot traffic. They're to keep savage monsters from having themselves a rampage.
Most sensible. Well, we'll be going then.
Bye, Kings. Sorry for time taking.
to further expand on what I was talking about earlier, I don't like Future Connected for the same reason I don't like Future Redeemed. It feels like fan service. Because it is. It's the right kind of fan service, but still. I played both of these epilogues, or I guess prequel. Either way. I played both of them after having just played Xenoblade 1 and 2. Because of this, I guess the magic of finally having a return with these characters was just lost. I plan to bring this up again when I eventually play Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed. Yeah, I think it's Future Redeemed. But I just feel like my opinion on this game should be known. I don't hate it, despite what last stream may have told you, but I think it is definitely a weaker entry in the series. Anyway, welcome to Grandel. So that was a bit heavy-hearted, so let's go over the positives, which is what this entire conversation was originally supposed to be about. Positives. Hold on. Okay. I cannot stop gushing over Melia and Shulk's new designs. Seriously. And I already knew the story, so what I did was I wanted to play through the base game with Shulk and Melia's new redesigns. So I skipped all the cutscenes and just exited out. So that way I would have been able to use them. And for the entirety of this playthrough, they will be wearing their redesigned outfits. I'm just gonna let you know that now. They will. Because I think these are their best looks.
One just want nap.
Also, can I just take a moment to say the Monado Rex looks so cool, and I want that sword. I really do. I want it. It looks so much cooler than the Monado. I'm sorry. Alright. Yeah, I've never cared about the Pawn Spray. Oh, God. Oh, right. 1-1 is the leader. So his thing is gather all the other Pawn Specters. So, before progressing story any further, I'm gonna go eat some pizza rolls. I don't know how long it'll take, so enjoy the I will be right back screen.